Welcome all of you to another session of the university's virtual series of University of the West Indies St. Augustine series of virtual open days. Over the past few weeks, the campus has hosted information sessions that focused specifically on undergraduate and postgraduate admissions and financial services. In the event that you missed any of these sessions, you can view the recordings on the UWI St. Augustine's Facebook page. Let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Kiri Nathaniel de Keries, and I am from the Department of Behavioral Sciences in the Faculty of Social Sciences. And on behalf of my team, I would like to welcome you to this, the biggest faculty on the St. Augustine campus, where our vision is to be socially engaged and solutions oriented. I think you would all agree with me when I say that we are the premier option across the UWI St. Augustine, because by your very presence here today, you have shown that you have an interest in learning more about the programs that we offer and the process for you to join us. Our team will do our best to address all your questions and concerns because we are truly looking forward to welcoming at least some of you to our campus later this year. There are two main speakers on today's program, but I invite you to share your questions, concerns, and comments throughout the proceedings, and our chat moderators will be taking note of them. During our question and answer segment later on, we will be trying to answer as many of these questions as we can. After today's session ends, however, you can still contact us at fss-student.matters@sta.uwi.edu, and we are committed to assisting you however we can. In addition, the Faculty of Social Sciences has a live chat feature which you can access on our website. When you go into the website, in the bottom right-hand corner of the main page, you will see Let's Chat, and someone will be there to answer any questions or concerns Monday to Friday between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. You will also find that there are many ways to communicate with us and get the answers that you need. And that chat feature is available to on all of the department's web pages as well. So it's easy for you to get directly in to talk to somebody from each of the departments that you are interested in. So as we go along with the evening's program, let me give you an idea of how we will flow. Firstly, you'll hear from our faculty's dean, Dr. Akola Lewis Cameron, who will deliver welcome remarks. Following the dean, the faculty's deputy dean of marketing, distance education, and outreach will take you to the virtual podium to tell you more about the programs that we offer and the career paths that you can possibly embark on after studying with us. After hearing about our programs, I'm sure you will have lots of questions, which we will then get to the question and answer segment. However, as we go through this evening, feel free to share the questions, any questions that you have in the chat throughout the program. So now you know what you have to look forward to. So let's get started. So let me invite our Dean, Dr. Akola Lewis Cameron, to formally welcome you to this evening's proceedings. Dr. Lewis Cameron.
Thank you, Kiri. Ladies and gentlemen, potential students, parents, all relatives who have joined with us this evening, I want to, like my colleague said, warmly welcome you to this evening's proceedings. I am very delighted that you have chosen to join us this evening as we share with you the many opportunities available to you in the Faculty of Social Sciences. As Kyrene said earlier, in the faculty, we pride ourselves on being socially engaged and solutions oriented. And so this evening, my colleagues and I would like to take you on a journey through our community, a journey through our wonderful world of social sciences. I want you to meet the members of our, what we would say, our social sciences family. And as we go through this evening's proceedings, you will hear from our heads of departments. And we usually, as you would see on our website, our Faculty of Social Sciences comprises 4 exciting departments and 3 institutes. We do have the departments of Management Studies, Political Science, Behavioral Sciences, Political Science. We also have the Institute for Gender and Development Studies, the Institute of International Relations, as well as the Sir Arthur Lewis Institute of Economic Studies. So you will hear from some of our department heads. And one of the things that is so exciting about the well-crafted programs in the faculty is the fact that students in our faculty can mix and match the programs that you undertake in the faculty. You can take courses from one department in economics. You can combine that with courses in management studies, and it's just a rich array of courses at your disposal. And at the end of a program in the Faculty of Social Sciences, our aim is that you are well-rounded and you are well prepared to face whatever environment you find yourself in, whatever sphere of influence you find yourself in at the end of the degree. So you will hear about these programs. You will also hear from our students, those who have gone before you, those who have prepared the way, those who are currently even in the programs now, who can walk you through and tell you exactly what it is like to be a student in the Faculty of Social Sciences. You will hear about the range of opportunities available to you by way of internships, by way of field trips, by way of international trips, student exchanges, and the list goes on. But in addition to you hearing from us, we also want to hear from you. And so we have set aside a dedicated time just so that we can hear what are your concerns, your fears, your cares, what is it you're excited about. So this evening, join us in this conversation. Join us as you explore the community of social sciences. So ladies and gentlemen, relax and enjoy this evening's proceedings.
Thank you very much for those warm words of welcome, Dr. Lewis Cameron. The fact that you are locked onto this virtual open day is a powerful testament to your interest in furthering your education and your interest in our faculty. And we don't take that for granted. We understand the challenges of the environment in which we currently operate, and to keep yourself motivated and interested in furthering your education and your career is really a testament to you as well. The campus offers a range of programs across 8 different faculties, and sometimes it can be very overwhelming trying to make the right choice, knowing which way to go, which direction to take. Sometimes you may know the career that you're interested in, but sometimes, too, we might be unsure of which program of study will take us to that career, which areas that will allow us to maximize those career goals that we have. Or maybe you already know the program that you are interested in and you're wondering if you have the right qualifications to enter. Hopefully, the information that will be delivered in the next segment will help. I now invite our Deputy Dean with responsibility for marketing, distance education, and outreach in the Faculty of Social Sciences, Dr. Wendell Wallace, to share with us information on the programs that we offer. Don't forget, I see questions already started coming in, so make sure and keep those questions coming. And we will try to get to them in the question and answer segment, or maybe some of our chat moderators may be able to answer them as we go along. So following this presentation, the question and answer segment will begin. So let me invite Dr. Wendell Wallace to take the microphone.
Good evening to all present here. My name is Dr. Wendell C. Wallace, and I'm the Deputy Dean with responsibility for distance education, marketing, and outreach in the Faculty of Social Sciences. I have the responsibility and the task of officially welcoming you, our potential students, our potential clients, or potential constituents to this evening's event. First, let me welcome my academic colleagues who will be sharing much needed information with you this evening. Welcome to the administrative staff and, importantly, the staff at Marketing and Communication. Without you, this event would not have been a reality. Most importantly, I want to extend a hearty welcome to you, our potential and our future students. Also want to extend a warm welcome to parents, caregivers, teachers, as I'm aware that we have some of you with us this evening. Thank you for taking time off from your schedules. I don't know if they are busy based on the current environment that we are in at this time. Nevertheless, thank you for taking time off from your schedules to be with us and to meet and have a discussion, a conversation with us. In deciding what I should say to you this evening, I went through a range of thoughts, a range of ideas. However, I settled on one major takeaway point. And that takeaway point is to embrace your fortune and to embrace your future. I can guarantee you, as potential students, that we, the lecturers, your future lecturers and your future guidance counselors, guidance officers, I can guarantee you that most of us did not have the good fortune to attend open days such as this. So it's indeed very fortunate that you are here with us this evening. I want to implore you to make use of this opportunity. In the Faculty of Social Sciences, we have a range of courses and a range of programs. I will not be going into the programs and courses as that's the purview of some of the heads of departments this evening. However, I'm grateful that you have made the decision, you have made the choice to engage with us this afternoon, and that you have at least partially made that choice to have the University of the West Indies St. Augustine as your preferred provider of higher education, and more so, or more specifically, the Faculty of Social Sciences. As the moderator said earlier, we are socially engaged and solution-oriented. With that said, I want to offer a hearty welcome to you this afternoon. And I look forward to meeting with you, whether virtually or whether physically. I look forward to meeting you in semester 1 of academic year 2021 to 2022. Thank you so much and enjoy the evening's proceedings.
Thank you very much for that rousing presentation, Dr. Wallace. So, friends, I hope we have captured your attention even just a little bit more with this range of options, the range of programs that you can pursue at our faculty, and the scope of careers that these programs can qualify you for. There are many options, as our dean highlighted, the same for Dr. Wallace. You can find more information on our programs and associated fees. I did notice a couple of questions coming through about fees and the cost of credits and associated fees on the campus website. And the chat moderator will share links to these resources in the chat now, as to be able to guide you in making your financial decisions. So now we are going to have a short presentation by our Faculty of Social Sciences representative on the Guild of Students, who is going to come and share some remarks. Let me invite Darren James to take the microphone.
Thank you very much, and welcome everyone. Welcome from the Guild Council and the students of the Faculty of Social Sciences. Welcome to you all. I see individuals with bright futures here who are eager to learn from a book. But have you thought about learning from each other and learning with each other? The Guild has given me the valuable experience of leadership, organizational skills, teamwork, and a host of others. It has awarded me the chance to connect with people from across all disciplines, from my major in psychology to even chemical engineering. We have a sense of camaraderie, even though we are recently official. It is as if I'm friends with the entire faculty at FST, FMS, Faculty of Medical Sciences, and so on. I'm a friend, I'm a brethren, I'm a partner. I'm with you all, I'm with them. The FSS is the largest faculty on campus, and our hearts follow. We are a very warm bunch, very caring for one another and inviting. A personal experience of mine is before a lecture, we sit outside and I would bring a big bowl of cheese paste and 3 rows of cricks, and we would all eat and laugh, strangers I've never met before. And we would all laugh and enjoy ourselves. And the UWI is where I found myself. It's where I became an activist, it's where I became a student leader, and it's where I aim to become a future psychologist. From classes to the Guild, it has been an experience to remember for a lifetime. And I would implore all of you all to allow yourself this experience and this type of learning. Thank you all very much for your time and attention. And I wish you all the best of luck with your studies. And remember, everyone here has the potential to secure a first-class honors. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for those motivational words, Darren. And Darren reminded us all that the coming to the University of the West Indies is more than simply getting an academic qualification. It also includes connections with other people, being part of a community, learning from each other and building your networks. So I thank Darren for reminding us of that. Now, to share their experiences of teaching and learning in the online environment this past year, as you are aware, with the closure of many institutions of learning, all of our courses moved to the online environment. So we have 2 testimonials, one from an undergraduate student, Amrit Maharaj, and another from a postgraduate student's perspective, from Joanna Mangal Julian. So Amrit will go first. Amrit?
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Amrit Maharaj, and I'm a Year 2 criminology student. And I have been given the opportunity here today to let you all know my experience for the past year with online learning. I must say, at start, it definitely was not a walk in the park, right? Because, adjusting from the environment of, being face-to-face and then going to a virtual classroom, it was hard for me, but thankfully, my lecturers and my tutors, they worked well together, and they ensured that we had a very smooth transition into this virtual learning platform. And I must say, yes, there were hiccups along the way, regarding connectivity issues. Now, I have Flow, and I'm not bashing any internet provider or anything, but yes. So I had issues where I'm presenting and, I would cut off, but thankfully my lecturers and my tutors, they were very, very understanding of it and make the transition much, much better, much, much smoother. Now, I soon realized my good fortune with virtual learning, Firstly, I had my resources right next to me, right in front. So I had my textbook, my tablet, my notepad, and I had everything right by me. And most importantly, the best part of virtual learning and online learning is when you roll off your bed straight into the classroom, and nothing gets better than that for me. Oh my God. And I had my dogs listening to my lectures as well, you know, so I'm sure they're graduating with me. So I'm very, very grateful for the online learning. You know, it taught me time management. It taught me a lot of different things. And I really do hope you all have the same experience I did with online learning. You know, it's something new, it's something great. And the lecturers and the staff at UWI make it much, much easier to transition into this period. And once you adapt, trust me, it would be a very lovely experience. So I really do hope you all enjoy the rest of this function. I hope you all have the same experience I did with respect to virtual learning. So thank you so much for having me. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you very much for that, Amrit, reminding us that students do roll out of their beds and straight into classes. Nonetheless, we continue to see so much success from this last year, despite the challenges we faced. So now let's hear from Joanna, who's going to give us the postgraduate students' perspective.
A pleasant good evening to all. I am Joanna Munga Julian. I am a student, a first-year student in the Masters for Strategic Leadership and Management. And we are, like Amrit and his colleagues, we had challenges as well. For us, we were the first cohort having it totally online. And we had a number of challenges as well. It was a bit of a roller coaster for us. For some persons trying to navigate 100% technology as opposed to balancing face-to-face as well as technology. I will tell you though that in this roller coaster, we have found strength in the deans, the lecturers, the administrative staff, and best of all, we had each other from 11 p.m. and the 1 a.m. and we're all online working on group projects at all odd hours in the night, and we're all having coffee, tea, a glass of wine, whatever have you. And we're talking about from the very young to the even more mature. Like myself, having a child at home, it was easier for me to function online, having a small child at whatever time we either having class or having group projects to do online. We have had students and other classmates from, well, other parts of the country, from Tobago, from Aruga, Sangre Grande, wherever. And we have really healthy discussions online in class. And you would swear that we met each other in person before. And for most of us, we've never met, and we have forged really, really great friendships, working together and really functioning. And as we know, anything that is worth doing is worth doing well. So even with this challenge, we were able to overcome it, and we are doing really well and looking forward to our second year of this master's and really bringing it all home next year. Thanks again.
Thank you very much for that, Joanna. Congratulations on getting to the end of your first year. And we look forward to your completion in the very, very near future. So, friends, you see that we're offering to you this afternoon a combination of a nice blend of information. We have some solid information about the programs that we offer, and of course we will get to that by the time you get to the breakout rooms. We have some information from live current students who will share with you about their experiences and the experience of being a student in our faculty and certainly at the University of the West Indies. And then we also have some insights about online teaching and learning at a tertiary level, which is also going to lend to a deeper understanding of what you will face when you make this choice to join us in the Faculty of Social Sciences. I do know that this is a lot of information to process on a Friday evening, in addition to the questions that are coming in, which are going to cover an even wider range of information. And but we really want to make sure that you have everything that you need so that you can make the best choice for your continuing education and career development. We want you to succeed. We want to see you make a valuable contribution to the society of Trinidad and Tobago, to the Caribbean, to the region, beyond the region, for you to be all-rounded, grounded individuals. And this is why we are all here this evening, sharing our Friday evenings with you. So the heads of the different departments within the Faculty of Social Sciences will now come to give you some brief overviews of their programs. Remember though, that you will be able to ask specific questions relevant to individual programs or degrees in the breakout session later. So don't worry if your specific questions are not answered in these short presentations. They are coming just to introduce you to the different departments. So continue to put your questions in the chat. These presentations by each head of department will be followed by a short motivational video from a student in the respective departments. So let's begin with the Department of Behavioral Sciences, my home department, and the head of our Department of Behavioral Sciences with Dr. Talia Esnard.
Thank you, Dr. DeCaries. You surely are representing. Good evening to everyone. Good evening, prospective students, parents, colleagues. I must say, I looked at this chat this evening and there's 384 persons here tonight. And this is probably one of the largest gatherings I've had virtually, but I feel like I'm on campus somewhat. And while we're not physically present, just the warmth of seeing colleagues from bursary and from FSS and HR and admin, and all of you here this evening, it really gives me great joy. And I feel blessed this evening just to share this space with you all. And I would really like to warmly welcome everyone. Behavioral sciences is surely a multidisciplinary department, and certainly our chair, well representing, is from the social work unit. So we do have social work, we have sociology, psychology, criminology, and criminal justice. And I see a lot of questions about the criminology program here already and social work. And we also have the mediation program where we have our diploma and our master's in that particular discipline. We certainly have also minors that you will hear about later this evening, minors in anthropology, sociology, psychology, social policy, and more. The beauty about this department is that while you may be registered in psychology, you could also do courses in social work, in sociology, in criminology, so that you do get a multidisciplinary exposure to different courses and different programs. But I guarantee you something. When you come in, you leave with critical thought and maybe might just be convinced to become also an activist, but also a critical thinker, one who is very conscious of your environment and certainly a potential game changer. I want to warmly welcome you all here this evening, and we certainly await your presence in the department and to warmly welcome you to the Behavioral Sciences family. I see the questions in the chat are beaming, and I don't want to keep you any longer, but welcome everyone. It's lovely to be here with every one of you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Chelsea Sinanan, and I'm currently pursuing the MSc in Sociology at the St. Augustine campus of the University of the West Indies. I've thoroughly enjoyed my program since day one, mainly due to the incredible diversity in disciplines that I've been exposed to, things that I had not previously encountered in my bachelor's, I've been thrust into for my master's. So to see all these different disciplines interact has been so exciting, to say the least. The advice from my lecturers has been an absolute game changer in this entire process. They have equipped me with insight that has been pivotal in shaping my worldview, and I've had the most amazing resources like the West Indiana section at my disposal. I truly think with the culmination of these factors, the university prepares its students with an apt foundation to become an agent of change in tomorrow's world.
Thank you very much to Dr. Talia Esnad, Head of Department of Behavioral Sciences, and to Chelsea Sinanan for that video presentation about her experiences in the Department of Behavioral Sciences. Next, let me introduce the Head of Department of Economics, Dr. Darren Conrad.
Welcome this afternoon to everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us on a Friday evening. And we're offering a warm welcome because it has been a cold and rainy day. So we're offering that warm welcome to you. In the Department of Economics, we've recently become known as the two-program department, affectionately, of course. My name is Darren Conrad, Dr. Darren Conrad. I am the head of the Department of Economics. I like to be called Darren or Dr. C if you must insist on putting that doctor. And when you see me in classroom, I'll explain that to you. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in classroom in the economics department in our program. We offer the BSc in economics and the major and then the special. So we're very, very focused, our two-program department, and we're very close-knit. Just like the faculty, we're very close-knit, 7 full-time members of staff, and we have a number of tutors and instructors and part-timers, but we all work very closely in the interest of the students. And for us in economics, really this is an exciting time. And why I say this is an exciting time is because as we see unfolding before our very eyes, individuals, educational institutions, public and private enterprises, economic systems are being challenged to reinvent themselves. We're being challenged to adapt to new ways of thinking and to establish a new normal. And so we're very excited to be on that front. So what is really economics? Well, in a short way, economics teaches us that where we have vulnerability, resilience becomes an imperative. So that is how we go about thinking about things. We make decisions to safeguard our interests and influence the quality of our lives and limit our external constraints. So we look for new ways to do things. And that is what we do in economics, in the economics department. We're all about the confidence that we have in ourselves to, one, make the world a better place, learn from our mistakes, prepare to participate, and come to agreements with others without compromising our own principles. So we tend to look at things objectively so that, and then you factor in your own principles. So we're very excited to have you consider the economics department. While economics is a broad term, what we really excite our students with is that we look at complex concepts such as exchange rates, trade and development, sustainable development, public finance, corporate finance. Yes, we look at corporate finance in the economics department, and we're all about building human capital. Some of you may be wondering on the outset, what can I do with economics? Well, I'll tell you, you'll be the envy of everybody else. Economics is a global passport. It is the equivalent of having an academic diplomatic passport. Wherever you go in the world, you can apply economics. And you can do anything a finance major can do because they use our models in finance. They borrow a little thing here and there and they apply it, but we design it for them. But we're very, very excited. We look forward to seeing you in the breakout room. Even if you don't decide just yet on economics, you have some time, and that's the beauty about the Faculty of Social Sciences, a broad spectrum of programs, and you have time to decide on exactly what you want to focus on. Don't worry, we won't be envious because we'll see you in Econ 1001 and 1002, and we'll work on convincing you otherwise so that in your year 2 you'll come over. So with that, I again say welcome, thank you for joining us. Looking forward to seeing you in the breakout rooms. More importantly, looking forward to seeing you in the classroom. And now you will hear from one of our students who is really epitomizes the quality of students and the nature of our interactions in the department, Esselon Dumont, who is an undergraduate student and economics major. Thank you.
Hey, my name is Esselon Dumont, and I'm currently pursuing an undergraduate degree in economics at the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine campus. I began my UWI journey oblivious in a virtual nature where everything was quite convoluted in an atmosphere plagued with uncertainty. However, I must say that thus far it has been an amazing experience, and although it may seem as a tough challenge to navigate in a virtual space, the efficiency and support of the university is commendable. One of the things I'm most grateful for in my virtual experience here at the UWI, and by extension the Department of Economics, was the ability to have good relations with my lecturers. They provided that constant reassurance that they were always one email away, and trust me, I took advantage of that. Being a student within the Department of Economics, it granted me the ability to enhance my confidence and leadership skills and presented me with a vast array of opportunities that equipped me to successfully boost my career as an aspiring economist and in order for me to go into the real world and become an agent of change. I encourage you to pursue an economics degree at the University of the West Indies and develop that unrivaled mastery for the economic language. Here, the department is instrumental in molding the minds of young, budding economists, granting you the advantage of being a force to be reckoned with.
Hi, my name is Yara Maharaj, and I've just completed my...
Thank you very much, Dr. Darren Conrad and Eslon Dumont. He really is an excellent ambassador, I think, for the Department of Economics. I learned so much just from his 1-minute presentation just then. So thank you very much for that. Let me introduce, earlier, the Dean indicated that our faculty is comprised of 4 departments and 3 institutes. And now we have the director of the Institute for Gender and Development, Dr. Gabrielle Hussein, who's going to share with you a little bit about her programs, about the programs in the Institute. Dr. Hussein?
Hello, students, prospective students, parents, colleagues. My name is Gabrielle Hussein. I'm head of the Institute for Gender and Development Studies. It's wonderful to have you all here. So the Institute for Gender and Development Studies, first of all, I want to encourage you all to take courses and to enroll in the Faculty of Social Sciences. Social sciences is the discipline that can really save the world. And it has such a long history of solving social problems that coming into the faculty can really empower you to be the kind of change maker that the university wants. The Institute has a number of exciting courses that we can talk to you more about in the breakout room, focusing on women's studies, masculinities, development studies, issues such as social media, cinema, and even issues such as agriculture, all which will be offered in September. Just to say a couple of things, why take a course offered by the Institute? Well, number one, if you're going into political science, if you're going into psychology, if you're even going into social work, economics, the world today requires that you're able to do an analysis that looks at the intersections of race, class, gender, ability, age, and a number of other categories. And so if you want to get what I think in your discipline is an edge above the rest, then taking a gender course is absolutely essential to complement your degree and to make you those students that are going to be able to bring that extra analysis. Amongst those students who are in graduate studies, we've often found that when you come to graduate work and you've never taken a gender course at the undergraduate level, that it means that you're at a disadvantage, not only with other graduate students, but certainly with graduate students from other universities, from Harvard, from Princeton, from Yale, who are really able to bring very complex analysis to their postgraduate work in the social sciences. And so we want to encourage you as graduate students to think about gender courses as well. We have minors for you all who want to do minor programs combined with your majors. In the Faculty of Social Sciences, we have a minor in Gender and Development Studies. For those of you that are interested in postgraduate programs, we have MPhil and PhD programs, and we're on a rolling intake. Just to say that if you are only interested in taking one course or picking up courses individually, you can take our courses individually as well. And we see that happening so much now in ways that people who are coming in, maybe you already are in a profession and you want to take individual courses that are going to complement the work that you're doing, sometimes in masculinities, sometimes in social policy, and so on. And really, gender courses are available to do that for you. The last thing I want to say is about jobs. In this kind of environment where jobs are even tougher to get, when you have the capacity to bring a gender analysis, you're going to be the one that they're going to bring in as a consultant. You're the one that they're going to bring in research projects to be able to bring that gender perspective, whether it's in relation to issues of health, as we're seeing with COVID-19, issues of violence, as we see so much in our society in the region, issues even related to climate change, to management of new businesses in this changing environment. Understanding the gendered issues in a professional context is going to help you get jobs that are out there and that are increasingly going to be asking for that kind of skill set. So you can find out more from me in the breakout room, where we'll be talking a little bit more about what options are available for you in September. Finally, let me say that the Institute for Gender and Development Studies has a public reputation for really training and empowering students to be activists, to be engaging in public change. And so our undergraduate program, IGDS Ignite, is meant to what we call see your spark. And for us, we are not only engaged in teaching, we are also engaged in research, but we are really committed to outreach, activism, and movement building that also then goes on to influence how you understand policy. And so for that reason, when you take courses at the Institute, you come out of your faculty degree, I think, amongst the best students that the university produces. So I encourage you to reach out to me in the breakout room to just ask any questions you would like and to follow up on taking gender courses as women and as men coming into or considering the Faculty of Social Sciences program. I'd now like to introduce our student, Aaliyah, who is going to be talking to you in a video about her experience of the IGDS and gender courses.
Hi everyone, I'm Aaliyah, student at the Institute of Gender and Development Studies, and I'm here to peer pressure you all into taking gender courses. I'm just kidding, or am I? But for real, I'm sure many of you are probably thinking, I don't care to learn about gender. Oh gosh, these feminists again. Even one misconception is gender studies is only about women, but that's not true. The IGDS is an inclusive space, focusing on men, women, the LGBTQ+ community, society alike. You get an understanding of the ideologies that form all aspects of society, the effects from that, and how to take these effects to form a just and equitable world. The IGDS is also cross-disciplinary, meaning we welcome students from any field of study. Like for me, I'm doing a double major in communication studies and psychology, but I still use theory I learned at IGDS because of how they all work together when it comes to human beings and society. So I hope my peer pressure is working. Take up at least one gender course, because regardless of your field of study, we at IGDS have a place for you.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. Hussein and Aaliyah. Really sold the idea of how important it is to pursue a course in the Institute for Gender and Development. And one of the things that the Faculty of Social Sciences really prides itself in is our social justice orientation, that we want to produce students and graduates who are civic-minded, who understand the society in which we live. And so the Institute for Gender and Development really helps us to advance that cause. Now I want to introduce Dr. Shelley-Ann Wilson, the Head of Department of Management Studies, to share some insights with you. Dr. Wilson.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you and to be able to speak with you today about the Department of Management Studies. As the moderator and the Deputy Dean pointed out earlier, there will be a breakout session after these presentations where you will have the opportunity to ask questions. So in planning for today's session, I really wanted to focus on 3 common questions that I think that you may have. So question number 1, who are we at the Department of Management Studies? Question 2, what programs do we offer? And question 3, what are the career prospects for our graduates. So I'll start. Who are we? So the Department of Management Studies spans all the way back to 1966. We are a relatively large department in the Faculty of Social Sciences, and even relative to other departments across the St. Augustine campus. Our student direct enrollment is about 1,500 students, which would include our undergraduate and our postgraduate students. And we also service other departments and other faculties on the campus, because we have a number of double majors and we have very popular minors. Our faculty complement amongst about 24 full-time faculty members and 7 administrative and technical support staff. We also employ part-time faculty along with teaching and research assistants to assist the full-time faculty. So we have a full mix of academics who have terminal degrees, as well as faculty members who have extensive industry and business experience. What programs do we offer? We offer undergraduate programs in the form of the Bachelor of Science programs and also postgraduate programs in the form of postgraduate diplomas, Master of Science programs, and the Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration. So our programs include management studies, accounting, banking and finance, insurance and risk management, human resource management, leadership and management, marketing, international tourism management, and sports management, and that's at the undergraduate level. And we offer 9 minors that more or less reflect the same areas I identified before. In terms of our postgraduate programs, we offer postgraduate diplomas in international tourism development, in management studies, where you can do a general stream, or you can specialize in HR, marketing, or finance. We offer a postgraduate diploma in sports management, which is done in collaboration with the International Center for Sports Studies out of FIFA. And we also offer a postgraduate diploma in international tourism development. Our Masters of Science program reflects our postgraduate diploma in terms of the MSc in Management Studies, Sports Management, International Tourism Management, and we also offer an MSc in Aviation Management. And because your university journey is not just about academics, we also offer co-curricular courses in areas such as financial literacy, ethics, and integrity. We also have an active and quite formalized internship program for our undergraduate students with companies such as First Citizens Bank and through organizations such as the Institute for Banking. Further, our programs such as the Tourism Management Program, Sports Management, and Aviation Management have internships built into the programs, as well as study tours. We also have a number of student clubs and societies, such as our Management Student Union, or the MSU as it's known, and the Tourism Society Club. So there are many opportunities for you to get involved and to fully engage as a university student. And lastly, what are your career prospects as graduates of our program? So our programs really provide you with a broad base of knowledge in business, in finance, in operations, in human resources, in marketing, in leadership. You will gain a range of managerial tools. You will gain practical skills, which make you highly sought after by recruiters. So management graduates can be found throughout all sectors and industries in Trinidad and Tobago, throughout the Caribbean and beyond, working in banking, insurance, retail, manufacturing, and the public sector. You will hear from our student representative, who will give you a glimpse into the life of a student of the Department of Management Studies, Mr. Aaron Muraj, and of course, you will get to meet with the team from Management Studies in the breakout rooms. All the best, and I hope to see you there.
Hi, my name is Aaron Maharaj, and I just completed my final semester in the Bachelor's of Leadership and Management at UWI St. Augustine. This is just one of the many degrees offered on the Department of Management Studies. My personal experience with this degree is that it helped me gain an all-around knowledge of the management field, as well as provided great insight into the area of leadership that will benefit me through my career. In addition to academics, I was also a part of the Management Society of UWI. Being a part of this club added to my UWI experience. They provided a host of events for their members to get involved in, both for personal development as well as getting to know each other. Additionally, I, as well as other club members, were fortunate enough to receive awards for our GPA. The Department of Management Studies also provides many opportunities for students. These include the Management Challenge as well as various internship opportunities. These internships are invaluable as they allow students to gain work experience that complements their area of study and their overall development. My UWI experience developed not only my academic knowledge, but my work ethic, time management skills, and much more. I've made great friends along the way and had the chance to interact with many lecturers and staff members who proved to be invaluable to my personal development.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. Shellyan Wilson and his student, Mr. Aaron Maraj. Now we will move to the head of department of the acting head, of the Department of Political Science, Dr. Mukesh Basdev.
Hi, good evening, everyone, and welcome to this virtual open day. I'm here this afternoon to speak about one of the, I'll say, the youngest department in the Faculty of Social Sciences. In 2014, the Department of Political Sciences was created. Now, the Department of Political Sciences offers a suite of programs. There's a certificate in public administration, the BSc in political science, the BSc in public sector management with law for social science, which is a pretty new revised program, and then our BSc in international relations. At our postgraduate level, we offer the postgraduate diploma in public sector management, the MSc in public sector management, and then for further studies, we have the MPhil in government and a PhD in government. Interestingly, when we look at the department coming into existence in 2014, a lot of the name itself, the Department of Political Science, was driven by students' initiative. Prior to 2014, it was an initiative that was initiated by students to change the name of our flagship degree program, was a BSc in government, where students wanted the program to reflect more of what was being taught in the classrooms. So there emerged what we call our BSc in political science, and hence the name that the department came to be known in 2014. Now, we have heard from my other colleagues in the various departments, and they basically discusses we call specific sectors: the economic sector, the private sector, and the social sector. But one thing we have to understand about the governance structure is that the political system, which basically prevails and affects all facets of life in any society, would be impacted about by political science. To understand how decisions are made, to understand how countries are governed, to understand how the type of electoral systems, to understand what we call the drafting of legislation, to understand how countries behave with one another in a global environment. This is what the Department of Political Sciences offer to students: an opportunity to truly understand how the governance structure is built upon, how decisions are made. Because a lot of the times, whenever we hear the term politics, it's one of the terms I've often tried to discourage, and that I hear it in my year one class, Introduction to Political Institutions and Analysis, that it's a turnoff. But like it or not, everything that happens around ourselves, everything that happens on a daily basis is driven by what we call politics, like it or not. Policy decisions, public policy. And that is so interesting that students choosing to do one of our programs in the Department of Political Science have an opportunity to have an understanding on public policy, on public administration, or recently introduced degree in public sector management with law for social sciences, was designed in such a way that students who are interested in understanding the public sector are also able to understand what we call the legal environment in which the public sector actually operates, because everything is driven in a very legalistic manner in the public sector. So therefore, the connection with what we call the law courses with our degree in public sector management, then the degree in international relations offer that opportunity to go beyond, let's say, the nation state, to understand the global arena, to understand, to discuss issues related to, let's say, religion and world politics, to understand issues of international political economy. So the dimension of our three BSc programs is providing an opportunity for students to truly understand their lives. Because anyway, when you leave the university, you are going to encounter, let's say, the political environment in one form or another. Now, the department also offers a specialized certificate program, the Certificate in Public Administration. Now, this is crafted and designed primarily in its origin to satisfy the promotional needs in the public sector, in that it is currently recognized for persons moving from, let's say, the clerical staff into the administrative class in the public sector. The certificate in public administration is what is required for promotional aspect. However, what we have seen over the years is a number of applicants have used the certificate as an opportunity to matriculate into degree programs in the faculty of social sciences. So here we have an opportunity whereby the department provides that opportunity to move into a degree program for students, for applicants not possessing, let's say, the CAPE qualification. So the department allows for this opportunity. And in the breakout session, I'll be able to actually answer more questions pertaining to the programs related in the Department of Political Science. And so let me introduce the student who is going to speak on the Department of Political Science, Mr. Joanne Richards, and we'll get a better insight into what the Department of Political Science is all about.
My name is Johan Richards, and I'm a recent graduate of the Department of Political Science, where I attained a BSc in Political Science with a minor in International Relations with first-class honors. This program and its lecturers helped me grow and expand my knowledge significantly, as the lecturers encouraged us students to be open to new learning opportunities, ensured that they made human connection to their learners, and stressed on building our analytical and problem-solving skills, which are critical in becoming a game changer in this field. Personally, I appreciated the passion shown by lecturers and the fact that they went out of their way to not only teach, but to ensure that students understand what is being lectured. If you have a keen interest in the areas of politics, government, public sector management, or international relations, and would like to expand your knowledge, I will highly recommend pursuing a program offered by the Department of Political Science. You would not regret this decision, and this will be a stepping stone in you becoming a game changer.
Thank you very much for that presentation, Dr. Basdeo. And I think in his presentation, Dr. Basdeo presented a really, he probably didn't even realize just what he just did. He just presented such a beautiful overview of this faculty of social sciences and how all the sectors of our society are integrated and aligned within this faculty of social sciences. So he talked about the social sector that is addressed within the Department of Behavioral Sciences, but also within the Department of Economics and also Political Science to some degree. He talked a little bit about the private and corporate sector that is addressed by the Department of Management Studies. He talked about the economic sector under the Department of Economics, also the corporate sector that Dr. Conrad also highlighted for us. And then political science talks about the governance and the public sector. Within behavioral sciences, we also we also have courses that and programs that address the personal and interpersonal sector. So this department, this faculty of social sciences really integrates. When we add the institutes, and all of these institutes deal with some of the larger forces in our society, so forces around gender, social justice, around the socioeconomic structures, class structures in our society, and then our relationships with the wider Caribbean and global context, you find that our faculty has this multidimensional element, which makes it such a rich experience for any student coming through our programs, that and the options are extensive. So I want to thank my colleagues, the heads of department and their students for these presentations, these introductions. Remember, however, that you will have the opportunity to ask more questions, to drill down a little bit into these general areas that they've introduced in the breakout sessions that are going to follow. So now, just like that, we are halfway through this evening, and we move now into the question and answer segment. This is the interactive part of this evening. You've been hearing from us, you've been listening to us, and now we want to hear and respond to you, to your specific needs and your specific concerns. Your questions and concerns that were shared in the chat, and I saw many questions coming through, and I also saw some of my colleagues responding to some of the questions that have already been posed in the chat. So many of you have already received some of the answers that you need, but there may be some others. There may be some specific, some of you may have missed the answers to your question that may have already been shared. I did note that somebody asked a question about if you needed to do specific kinds of courses, for example, to come into the Faculty of Social Sciences, into the Department of Behavioral Sciences, whether if you did sciences, etc. And I can tell you, my own testimony is one in which I, at the O level and A level, and when I did my studies in secondary school, I did sciences. Why? Because you thought that the brightest people did sciences and you wanted to be associated with the brightest people. But I never thought about the kind of work that I wanted to do. I just knew what I wanted to study at that time. And it so happened that the Faculty of Social Sciences accepted me. I was able to enter the Faculty of Social Sciences with my A levels in physics and mathematics, and entered the faculty, entered what was then what is now the Department of Behavioral Sciences. And here I am 120,000 years later. So there are so many options. So let's get into some of the questions that we want to begin by addressing. I want to begin by just addressing some questions, just to get us going, just to get us rolling. Some questions related to admissions, to GATE, to some funding information and options. And so we're going to start with those. We're going to pose those to our resource people who are with us here tonight. So let's begin. So let me begin by directing a question to Mr. Nigel Bradshaw, our recruitment officer. So Nigel, when is the deadline for applications, and what are the main things our applicants to our programs should be mindful of? So that's a two-part question for you, Nigel.
All right, Karina, and thank you very much for that question. Good evening to all the 381 participants here tonight. It's magnificent to have you all here. Right, so the application process, I've been noticing we've been answering tons of questions related to this. Many people are asking when to apply. We want you to all apply now. Now is the best time, or on or before July 31st, 2021. Our application period closes then. The door will be closed and you'd have to choose another date to apply. The specific portions of the application that you'd want to know about now, and I'm speaking about the undergraduate process in particular, you must normally send in certified documents in support of your application. Information about your your nationality would be verified by your birth certificate. Your academics would be verified by your academic certificates or your transcripts. Normally, we request that these are certified immediately prior to sending them. But because of the lockdown, in particular in Trinidad and Tobago at this point in time, and the curfews, etc., we recognize the challenges posed by these conditions, and we are allowing persons presently, as you have seen in the chat possibly, we are allowing persons to submit their documents without them being certified by a principal or your vice principal or a notary public or a commissioner of affidavits or a justice of the peace. However, when the opportunity does arise and the social protocols have been removed, we would like you to have those documents certified and then resent us. However, your applications will be processed at this point in time. The outcomes of the adjudication of the applications will be done utilizing what you have sent us. And when we get the certified documents, we will formally notify you of your offers to study. You will receive the actual written versions of the offer to study if you were successful. Application processing fees normally paid using credit cards online. There's a new arrangement that the bursary has put in line, taking into consideration the lockdown and everything, which should allow for persons to do the entire thing online remotely, utilizing bank transfers. Any information that you want to know about how to do a bank transfer to the University of West Indies to pay the application processing fee, feel free to get in contact with me after the session is over. My email will be put in the chat for that purpose. Also, too, you can feel free. I've noticed many applicants that I've already spoken to asking questions. You know my email address. I'll put my email address in there for you to be able to stay in contact with me. Also, too, admissions email addresses will be put there for you to be able to have your emails answered. I normally answer emails within 48 hours to ensure that you would be able to have that type of service delivery that you expect from the University of West Indies for these concerns associated with your application. I do hope I've answered all the questions, Karina. Right? Anything else that you would like me to address at this point in time while I'm here?
There might be some other things that will come up in a little bit, Nigel. Thank you. So don't go far.
All right, I'm right here.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. So our second question has to do with GATE funding and whether the programs in the Faculty of Social Sciences are GATE funded. I see there are many questions about GATE, queries about GATE in the chat. So I'm going to address that question to Mr. Kevin Kalu, who is our financial manager. Mr. Kalu.
Hi, Ms. Nathaniel. Thank you very much, and welcome to all our prospective students and everyone that's on tonight. Yes, it's a very large bunch. Yes, I know there are a lot of questions about GATE, and it could get a little bit complicated, but simple enough. There are some important points that we need to remember with respect to GATE and GATE funding. Now, the question you asked was whether our programs are GATE funding, and yes, they are. The majority of our GATE programs are GATE funded, if not all, in the Faculty of Social Sciences. So that's very good news for our undergraduate students. Unfortunately, people may already know that GATE does not fund their programs at the graduate level anymore. All right, so bear that in mind. But at the undergraduate level, GATE funding is still available, and it's available for the majority, if not all, of our programs in the Faculty of Social Sciences. It would be critical that students visit a TT Connect office to acquire what we call a GATE account ID or GATE ID number, which will allow them to access the GATE website and be able to apply for GATE every semester. GATE essentially may fund up to 100% of the cost of your undergraduate degree. or as low as 50%. In some cases, they might not fund, but we wouldn't go there. In most cases, most times, students will be able to access funding up to 100% or maybe 75 or 50% of their tuition fees. All right. So there is a lot of information on the GATE website. I would encourage students and prospective students to visit that website and familiarize themselves with it. It's not a very difficult exercise. Once you understand what you have to do, you read the instructions, should be pretty good. Ms. Antino? Yeah.
Great. Thank you very, very much for that, Mr. Kalu. There are lots of, I know that there are lots of concerns about the limits, etc. of GATE. So I'm glad for that clarification. And as Mr. Kalu indicated, that there more information is available on the website that you can access to get some more clarification on that. So there's a question also, and continuing in that theme of funding and options for scholarships and bursaries. There's a question, we have a question here about whether there are scholarships and bursaries available for students in the Faculty of Social Sciences. And I want to invite Ms. Christy Smith, who is the undergraduate scholarship and bursaries person, and Ms. Sarah Kalu, both are with us this evening, who will talk about graduate scholarships and funding. So let me ask Ms. Smith first to speak with us to answer this question.
Good evening, Dr. De Caries. How are you? Great, always a pleasure to be on. And of course, the Faculty of Social Sciences, I would be a big advocate, my alma mater faculty. So I want to encourage students to please apply. And to help you along with that process, I am here today, manager of the Financial Advisory Services Department, to share with you some of the financial aid options available to students. And so I want to first, of course, say welcome to our prospective candidates. We look forward to seeing you in September. Now, our department is located within the Division of Student Services and Development, and we are charged with providing non-academic support through our 8 departments to students across the St. Augustine campus. And so today, the Financial Advisory Services Department is here to tell you a little more about the financial aid programs available. Our aid programs are actually available to all students, all levels of students. There are specific programs that relate very, very particularly to undergrad and some to postgraduate students. And so let me just dive right into it, Dr. De Caries. We have a program that we call the Adopt a Student Program. And this offers a stipend of $400 to students just to help, with those day-to-day type of activities. As you pursue your university education at the UWI, we are very cognizant of the fact that there are other costs associated with pursuing your degree. And so our staff members voluntarily contribute towards a fund to help eligible students through this type of stipend support on a monthly basis, semester by semester, based on our assessment. Our second financial aid program is our hardship grant, and this is available to all students, all levels of student certificate, undergraduate, postgraduate, and so on, who are eligible through the mere fact that they express some level of financial need, which we of course assess through verifiable evidence. And so that program is usually capped at about $5,000, and there's a process to follow, which I'll tell you about shortly. Our third program, and I'm always very happy to share this, is the COVID Aid Fund. And these funds were kindly and generously donated to our department to our department by the Guild of Students Executive of 1920 and now 2021 coming in, 21-22 as well, to share with you the opportunity to access some measure of funding based on your financial need and the impact that the COVID pandemic has had on you. Now, these programs are accessible via our online application, and I'm sure they will put the information in the chat. But just for those who are on, if you just type in sta.uwi.edu/DSSD, and that DSSD stands for Division of Student Services and Development, You will be able to navigate to our page and access our online applications, of course, after reading our specific guidelines. So we look forward to seeing more applications coming in. Of course, if you have questions, we are online. You can reach us via financial.advisory@sta.uwi.edu. You can send an email to us if you have any questions relating to our financial aid programs. Now, just to delve a bit into our scholarships and bursaries, and there's some really key points here about our scholarships. Fast facts. Our scholarships are non-tuition based, which means that you do not have to use the money to pay tuition. It also means that when you're signing up your GATE application, there's a part on the form that asks you if you are the recipient of a scholarship or a bursary. If you have in fact received one of our scholarships, you do not have to declare that because it's non-tuition based. So it means that you could essentially use the money to do whatever you like in terms of, well, we would hope, of course, that you use it to further your degree and your career aspirations. But certainly, you do not have to use it towards your tuition. The second and important fact here is that these funds are privately donated. So we have members of corporate Trinidad, campus community, even in your own faculty, some of your lecturers contribute towards scholarships and bursaries, and other societies and associations across Trinidad and Tobago, the region and internationally. And so the minimum amount of our bursary is $5,000 and it goes up from there. We have online applications for incoming students like yourself. You apply between the 1st to the 30th of September annually. The 1st to the 30th of September for incoming students. And when you do become a continuing student, you're applying between January to May annually. And so you can apply yearly depending on the type of scholarship or bursary you get. Or if you do get a continuous scholarship, you apply, you do not have to apply once you fulfill the requirements of the degree. And lastly, I just want to say that with respect to the criteria, of course, we are an academic institution, so there is a GPA requirement, usually a 3.0 GPA. However, some of our donors are aware of the fact that there are some socioeconomic challenges that might impact you and your ability to really achieve full excellence. So they sometimes go a bit below the 3.0, maybe to 2.5, and they have embedded in their criteria a financial need component. Of course, they're looking at some of the challenges that you may have in the home, some of your financial situations, and you're using that in your application to access some of our scholarships that have that financial need component, among many other different criteria. And so we invite you to check out our scholarship and bursary booklet. That is available on our webpage as well. You can navigate to it and look at all the scholarships and bursaries available to you. It's a very simple process. It's an online application. You have to, of course, provide verifiable evidence of your claims, and you just click and submit. And so if you would like to hear more about our scholarships and bursaries, if you have a burning question that you'd like us to have answered for you, please join us for our live sessions every Thursday from 1 to 3. Of course, go to our website again, our webpage, and you can click on our live session tab, schedule an appointment, and we're there one-on-one with you every Thursday from 1 to 3 for the month of June. So students, we look forward to welcoming you, prospective students, come September, and we look forward to seeing your application for scholarships and bursaries. Hopefully, we have a good cohort this year, Dr. DeCaries in the Faculty of Social Sciences. Best of luck to all.
Thank you so much, Christy. And yes, you're right. I do hope that I look forward to a large cohort this year, given the response that we've had so far. Mrs. Sarah Kalu Bagwandine, are you there to talk a little bit about graduate scholarships?
Yes, Dr. Nathaniel DeCaries. Thank you so much. I'm really happy to be here to speak with our students this afternoon, and just want to follow on from Mr. Smith. And like her, Faculty of Social Sciences is also my alma mater, so I'm encouraging students at this point in time to socially engage us as our buzzwords and be solution-oriented in these challenging times as well. But to get into the information with regard to graduate studies, and I know we need to move to our breakout rooms, I want to specifically look at scholarships at the research level, and a scholarship at the taught master's level. We have 3 scholarships for research students. That's a UWI Postgraduate Scholarship, the Eric Williams Memorial Scholarship, and the Elsa Govaya Scholarships. These 3 scholarships are open to local, regional, and international students, MPhil and PhD research students, that is. These students can be either an existing, currently registered student, a new first-time research student, or even a year 3 undergraduate student who's finishing up final semester and wishing to come into September 2021. They're all eligible to apply. The award has a value of 60,000 TT and is renewable based on academic performance. Not to get too much into it, I just want students to go to our website. It has the scholarship advertisement. It contains the eligibility criteria, the online application form, and happy to tell you that we have an online form that encompasses uploading every single thing that you need for an application. So we don't need hard copies at all. My only thing is that the deadline is June 25th, so I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of applications from the Faculty of Social Sciences for our research students. And just to tell you a little secret, this application only takes 5 minutes, so I'm encouraging students right now, please apply and just keep your options open. Even if you can't take it, keep your options open. I've always said that to all of my students. Secondly, just wanted to refer to the Delarue Currency Scholarship. This is offered by the Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago. The particulars and the programs of this prestigious scholarship, it covers students from the Faculty of Social Sciences, and it's located on our website. I'm not going to go into all the different programs. I'm going to give our students a little bit of homework, but just a little secret to tell you that in 2019, an MPhil economics student received this award. And following on from Dr. Conrad from the Department of Economics, it gave him a further academic diplomatic passport. So just encouraging our students to please consider looking at this information on the website. But before I go, Dr. Nathaniel DeCaries, just wanted to make mention of 2 little things to sensitize our students. Our information is advertised via the marketing e-news. Unlike Dr. Wallace, who underscored the information in the marketing e-news, I also want to do the same thing, because this is how we engage students, this is how we speak to them, this is how we share information. And not just on new information or new scholarships, you're talking about upgrade seminars, because if you're a research student and you're MPhil and you want to upgrade, you're getting information there on who is upgrading, when they're upgrading, even a PhD defense. After the submission of a thesis, you're talking about defenses, and you can actually see these students defend and everything that's involved. So you know exactly what's coming on for you when you engage us when you to do this degree. Even inaugural lectures, not just from St. Augustine, but from around the world. And these things sometimes dent things in our minds that we would not have even thought of. So encouraging students to look at our marketing e-news, even if they're not students, go on to the campus e-news. You don't have to have a student email for that. All the information is on the website. Finally, I just want to encourage our students to keep reviewing and revisiting the information on our postgraduate website, because we have bursaries being offered throughout the academic year. I'm currently working on a couple right now. I can't say too much about it, but I'm hoping that they come on. And when they come on, guess what? That's exactly where I'll be advertising it, on the marketing e-news. So encouraging students here, and my contact information will be placed in the chat. Thank you. Take care and stay safe, everyone.
Thank you very much for that, Sarah. A lot of information out there, and Sarah reminds us that the information is available on our website. A lot of information available on our website. I know we've had several questions posted in the chat. There's so much that we need to know, so much information out there still available, lots of information that is available on the faculty's website. Remember the live chat, the Let's Chat option that is also available on our website every day of the week, Monday to Friday, between 9 and 3. And our colleagues who man the chat lines are able to help you to answer any additional questions that you have. But now we want to move from this general session into our breakout session. So we've officially come to the end of this large formal part of this evening's proceedings. We want you to pay attention to your email, the emails that you registered with. Look out for the emails from us. We will share the recording from this evening, and so that you can also share them with others, and also direct you to some additional resources, links, other specific information on our website. Remember to access the website. Remember to seek a lot of information that you need is available on the website. We cannot say that too often. So today's focus was about the Faculty of Social Sciences. We specifically talked about this faculty. However, there's a chance you want to learn about other programs that are available in any of our other faculties. So you can register for the faculty information sessions, other faculty information sessions that will be happening, will be hosted within the coming weeks. The chat moderators are going to share a link with you where you can access the full schedule and registration information. And I'm really grateful to you for, as I said, to coming into this evening session, to sharing this evening for us. And on my own behalf, it's really been a pleasure to host